Good morning, my name is Jeremy. I'm one of the technicians here at Glenshaw Auto. We have a Honda Civic we're doing state inspection and emissions on. I'm just going to kind of walk you through the process on everything as we go through our inspection procedure. First things first is always a road test. We're going to take it out on a road. We're going to listen for bumps, squeaks, rattles, loose suspension components. We do the road test, we bring it into the shop. We're going to run through all your lights. We're going to check your wipers, your washers, and everything like that. Check all the glass, make sure the glass is approved and legal. We do the emissions test. The emissions test is required for state inspections. Once we get into the inspection, then we're going to put the car up in the air. We're going to look at tread, we're going to look at dry rot, we're going to pull the wheels, everything and anything that could make a car unsafe. When we're doing tread depths, we're going to use this little guy right here. He shows up real nice on a camera, and we take pictures of everything. That's part of the report that gets submitted to a customer whenever we go to them with our findings. In this situation, we found that the tires on the back of the car are a little bit better condition than the tires on the front. In this case, we're going to go ahead and rotate these for the client. That's a complimentary service that we provide since we already have them off anyway. What we do whenever we're doing inspections, before we pull the tires off, after we check the tread depth, we're going to check for any looseness or play in wheel bearings and ball joints in tie rod ends. We just kind of do that by giving the tire a good shake side to side and up and down. If there's any play there whatsoever, that indicates a problem that we need to investigate further. Now that we have the wheels off, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a look at the brakes, we're going to look at the rotors for any kind of surface rust, we're going to look at the struts to make sure that they are not blown out and leaking. Over there, we're also going to look at the springs to make sure they're not broken. Springs in good condition, we have no leakage on the strut, no play in the sway bar link, we already checked the tie rods. Now, I was talking about the dry rot on the tires earlier. Another place that is common to see that is on the rubber bushings for the lower control arm. That's another thing that we're going to look at. And then, of course, we're looking at brake condition as well. And then we'll get a picture of the thickness of the brake pads also for documentation. So a new brake pad is going to come around 10 to 30 seconds. The state limit is 2. There's plenty of pad material left there for them. They don't require a replacement today. But we're about halfway through them, so probably within another 10 to 20,000 miles, they're going to need replaced. Once we get the vehicle up into the air, we're going to take a good walk underneath it. We're looking at anything that we couldn't see from inside the wheel wells. We're looking at the exhaust. We're looking a little closer at the suspension. Basically anywhere we can see any kind of wear, any kind of problems. Okay, so everything looks good in the suspension. Everything looks good on the brakes. We're going to look at the brake and fuel lines while we're underneath the car also. Exhaust is in good condition. There's no leaks. In this case, this customer obviously takes very good care of their car. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.